Holy jeez! Wow! 200,000 subscribers! Did you know if each one of you were standing in a room together, that room would be very crowded? Now, I don't do what I do on YouTube because of the numbers. I started this channel and continue to create on this channel because I love animation, and I love helping people discover the magic of creating their own animations. So I thought for a fun celebration we could do a giveaway, answer some questions, and tell you a little bit about how I got into YouTube. So let me tell you the story of how I got started here on YouTube. I'd been using Flash since high school. I went to a charter high school and had access to creative software like Photoshop and Flash there. Mostly the way I learned was by messing with the software. Tutorials weren't really as available back then as they are nowadays, but I think that's one of the best ways to learn a program. Anyways, I'd always loved Flash animations from places like Newgrounds, eBaum's World, Albino Black Sheep. Some of my favorite creators were Joe Cartoon's bloody but really funny cartoons.
I'm hoping someday that maybe you'll grow out of this crap.
Shmorky's really weird animations, and Neil Ciceriega's animutation music videos. I knew they were created in something called Flash because you could right-click on these videos and do things like zoom in and they would never lose quality, so you could tell what specific program they were made in. And I'd wanted to learn to create similar stuff. So I'd messed around with the program a bunch at school. I can still remember when I first figured out how to do my first motion tween. That's where the program will automatically move a single drawing from one position to a new position over time. Anyways, that was so magical. It was really cool. I remember showing my friends this purple anime dude moving his eyeballs back and forth by scrubbing the timeline. It was so cool. After that, I started making my own cartoons with my brother. We'd record audio in his room on Windows Recorder, and we'd put it together to make dumb little random cartoons. One was called Forehead Shave Cut, and we actually ended up on the front page of Newgrounds. This was super cool at the time, and this was before YouTube. If you wanted to see animations anywhere, Newgrounds was one of the main places to see it, so it was super cool. And after that, it had ended up on Albino Black Sheep. It was a really cool feeling having so many people see our cartoon that we just had a lot of fun making. It really made me want to learn more about animation and to continue working hard to get better at it. So eventually I'd gotten really comfortable in Flash, and I learned lots of neat little tips and tricks over the years that I wanted to share with my friends who were curious about the software. I was also a bit annoyed at the time with some tutorials and how long they would tend to be, or not getting to the point quick enough. I wanted to make a tutorial that I would have wanted if I were learning Flash at the time. So I created my first animation tutorial, which was on Adobe Flash. Some of the goals of my video was to get to the information as quick as possible without any unnecessary tangents, and I guess people appreciated it because that video blew up way more than I expected. Again, I just made this for my friends, and I was so surprised how many other people found it helpful as well. Eventually, I'd moved on to Toon Boom Harmony, which is currently my favorite animation software. And again, I was frustrated by the existing tutorials out there for Toon Boom Harmony, even the official ones. They felt long, they weren't helpful, some of the audio was really bad on them, and I wanted to make the tutorial that I wish I had when I was first learning Toon Boom Harmony, which is a much more complicated software than Adobe Flash. So like I said, I created these videos for my friends to teach them things that I had learned over the years about these different programs, and I've been blown away by how much support and views some of my videos have gotten over the years. It's always so unexpected and super appreciated. I still feel like my motivations of making videos are the same. They're for my friends. It's just that my circle of friends has grown to over 200,000, which is freaking crazy. It's incredible. So to celebrate this milestone, I thought we could answer some questions submitted by you guys. A week ago, I put out a community post, a tweet, and a Blue Sky post asking for your guys' questions. Here are some I thought would be fun to answer. What's your favorite animation software to use, and what's your next video going to be about? I get this question a lot, and it's always Toon Boom Harmony, but I do enjoy messing around with other different programs as well. I think that's why my channel doesn't have as much focus as it could, because I like trying and learning so many different things. And my next video I'm super excited about is going to be about traditional paper animation. Here's a sneak peek of that right now. Did you enjoy that? The next question I've kind of bundled together. What is the best advice for human anatomy? And I'm new to animation and can't draw. I've kind of lumped these questions together as just seeking general drawing advice, which I've answered in another video of mine. It's not as popular, but I'm super proud of this video. It teaches all the steps I took to learn how to draw, which did not come and still does not come easily to me. I used to not be able to draw at all. I'm serious. I used to not know how to draw. It was a thing I had to learn and practice really hard to get good at. So I made this video kind of showing how I learned how to draw, and I think it could be helpful for you guys wanting to learn how to draw. It just outlines some things to practice practice and some advice on how to draw the human body. I hope you guys find this helpful, so check that out. I'll put it in the video description below. If you worked with one indie animator, who would it be? I've already gotten to work with so many amazing people. I already feel pretty fulfilled in this aspect. I've worked for people like VivziePop, Derpixen, Meat Canyon, super amazing, talented, and wonderful people. I've also worked at big studios like Netflix Animation, Laika. I've gotten to work at some pretty cool places on some really amazing projects, so I feel pretty fulfilled with what I've gotten to do in my life. That being said, there's tons more amazing projects and people out there. It'd be pretty cool to work with Zarel on Monkey Wrench, and Tracy Butler's Lackadaisy is one I'd really love to work on just so I could draw some really cute cats and animate them. I want to get started with animation, but I'm very confused on how to start, so please give a roadmap for animation, and thank you again for making amazing videos. Oh, you're welcome. I'm not really sure what a roadmap for animation would be. I don't know two people that have walked the same path in their creative journeys. I'd say the two most important parts are work hard at getting better at your craft and take the time to meet people and make friends. Both of these things are equally important, I feel. Most of the jobs I've gotten, as well as the jobs I've passed on to other people, have been between friends. Unfortunately and truthfully, a lot of it is preparation combined with a bit of luck. Some things that it'd be good to consider for getting started is making portfolio pieces for the kind of work you'd like to get, or make a short animation film and put your whole heart and soul into it and get your friends to help you with it as well. Have you tried the lasagna?
It's my favorite.
I haven't, but I do like hot fudge sundaes though. What are some of your favorite places to draw inspiration from? I have a whole reference folder of images I have downloaded that inspire me, especially when I'm feeling stuck. I keep it very organized depending on the subject that I currently want to draw, or if I don't have any ideas, giving it a browse usually stirs up some thoughts. Another resource I really love is Pinterest. It's getting a bit worse these days because of all the AI images, which can be okay to draw inspiration from. The problem is they're usually quite bland and generic. But anyways, yeah, Pinterest is great. It always inspires me to look through, and there's a ton of really great animation art on there. What advice would you give to an artist whose work is too stiff? A really good book that changed my life and how I draw is Force, Dynamic Life Drawing. I learned about this book in college, and it teaches so many good methods for drawing loose, which is so important for animation because we're more focused on the movement rather than the individual drawings on their own. Another practice that has helped me is holding my pencil differently. If you hold your pencil the way we normally hold a pen, it encourages you to draw really fiddly with your fingers and your wrist, when really what we want to do is draw with our whole shoulder and our whole arm. So if you hold your pencil by the side and draw with your shoulder rather than your wrist, it forces you to draw more fluidly and also not to get nitpicky with the itty-bitty details. Try this method next time with your figure drawings, and when you do figure drawings, try doing some really quick poses so you only have time to scribble the gesture / the story of the pose. So try this next time you're doing figure drawing and see if it helps. What's the biggest challenge you've had to overcome in your animation journey? Honestly, the biggest challenge for me, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate, is talking to people. I am a very shy, introverted person and often have trouble meeting or talking with people. It takes me a long time to come out of my shell and feel comfortable around people. But anytime I work up the courage to do so and go to a social gathering or anything like that, it's always been worth it. I feel strongly the more that your face pops up in front of people, the more likely they're going to think of you when an opportunity arises. It still continues to be a struggle for me to talk to folks, but all I can do is just try my best. What is the best piece of advice you can give to future animation YouTube channels? The best piece of advice for any creative endeavor is to do it for meaningful reasons. The things you create have to be things that you love to make. If other people love what you do, that's great. If it doesn't get as much love or attention as you might have liked, that's okay too. You gotta have the right motivations and expectations with these things. Do them because you love doing them. Everything else is just a bonus. Consistency is key too. I think that's why you have to love what you're doing. It's extra important because you're gonna be doing it a lot. But yeah, that's probably the best advice I could give on any YouTube endeavor. Do it out of love. Thank you again to everyone who submitted questions. They were a lot of fun to go through and answer. As a way of saying thank you for all the years of support, I wanted to do a giveaway with you guys. I have 2 tablets to give away, one screenless and one screen tablet, both from XP Pens and both really good tablets. I loved both of these tablets and they're from one of my favorite tablet companies. They're a bit used because they are review units. I have used these both, but they're both functional and work great and would be great for any artist wanting to get started with digital art. To enter the giveaway, first make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, give this video video a like, and I've left a Google Forms document down in the video description below for you to fill out. If you live in the continental United States, I'll cover shipping. However, if you live internationally and would still like to enter, I will ask that you cover shipping, so just keep that in mind. We'll draw a winner 3 weeks after this video has been posted. Good luck to everyone entering. So all this is to say, I love what I get to do, and I love that I get to share my passion with all of you. I've always loved cartoons as a little kid, and I knew even back then that I would never grow out of it, and I still haven't. Thank you for all the support over the years, you guys. It means so much to me. Thank you for watching this video, and happy animating. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!